Saxon community, would you please stand for our national anthem as sung by our symphonic choir? Before we get started, I would love for us to take a moment to take this all in. We typically have about 5,000 Saxon community members here to celebrate all of our seniors, so 250 people might seem a little minimal. I actually, though, am looking out there at all of you, and I am seeing a very uplifting, powerful experience for me as the principal of South Salem High School, as a graduate of South High, and as someone who has been pushing for this event to happen for the past 4 months. I invite all of you to pause for a moment and look around you and feel how inspiring it is to see that in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, we can come together on Bennett Field to celebrate our 430 seniors. Thank you to all of you for being here. I am pretty sure this is the first time in the history of South Salem High School that we have done 8 ceremonies in one single day. And seniors, you are the 8th. So with that, I am going to take a second to take a picture of this historic evening that you are setting and making history right now. So good evening, everybody. South Salem High School welcomes our special guest today, Director of Elementary Education, Olga Cobb. And graduates, families, friends, and guests, the staff and community of South Salem High School welcome you to the commencement ceremonies of the 66th graduating class of our proud institution. Before we get started with the formalities, I would love to recognize all of our people who helped to make this day happen, including our assistant principals, Tara Romine, Sarah Buchholz, Michelle Howard, and most especially, Brian Armstrong. Thank you, Mr. Armstrong, for dedicating so much of your vacation time to make this day a reality. Thank you to our office staff members for helping to put this ceremony together. And thank you to all of you for never giving up on this event happening and happening right here on our very own football field, despite all of the construction going on all around us. I want to start this historic 66th year of this event by talking about roses. In 1954, when South first opened, Pappy Aschenbrenner, our first principal, congratulated Saxons for a job well done by giving symbolic roses. The tradition of giving roses has continued throughout the leadership of all principals since Pappy. So today, I again honor this long-standing tradition of offering a symbolic rose to recognize members of our school community for their accomplishments and commitment to excellence. First and foremost, roses to our class of 2020 for earning the right to be here tonight. Roses to our graduating class of International Baccalaureate Diploma candidates. The white stoles they wear are in recognition of their commitment to rigorous academics and the IB Diploma program. Would the following students please stand, and let's hold our applause until all names have been read. Jenna Berry, Julie Chen, Otarzon Cuello Ocampo, Marina Foster, Megan Fry, Roberto Garces Mendez, Josephine Hamlin, Maya Harrison, Hala Herb, Isabel Canor, Jack Loney, Eric Martz, Mason Obery, Aubriana Olson, Tulsi Patel, Emmett Pennington Guthrie, Angelique Prater, Luke Suh, Taylor Tadlock, and Edgar Villa Calderon. Congratulations to each of you. Roses to our scholars of 2020. We have 17 valedictorians who earned perfect 4.0 grade point averages. Let me introduce them, and as I call your name, please stand. Rebecca Bingham, Julie Chen, Anna Corner, Madison Gross-Nicholas, Josephine Hamlin, Ned Harlan, Allison Hamira, Emma Hurley, Riley Kirkpatrick, Isabel Canor, Adrian LaJoy, Eric Martz, Isabella Molyneux, Mason Obery, Lydia Prestwich, Bethany Smith, and Quincy Winder. And 5 members of this class are salutatorians earning a 3.98 grade point average. Anna Berger, William Cordero, Marina Foster, Parker Johnson, and Tulsi Patel. Congratulations. You might think the roses should stop there, especially since our year was cut so short, but the accomplishments were quite extensive prior to the school closure on that Friday the 13th of March. Listen closely to hear the unique contributions and collective excellence of these 430 young adults. Roses to our seniors who are the first in their families to graduate from high school. Roses to all of our students who are not on track to graduate, but who persevered and engaged during distance learning over the last 5 months in order to recover their credits and be a member of this class of 2020. Roses to our seniors who displayed their artwork in the IB Art Show, the Young Artist Showcase, and in the superintendent's office. Roses to our 62 Biliteracy Seal candidates, a confirmation of their linguistic achievements and international mindedness. Roses to all of our students involved in our theater department for their work on 1 musical, 2 dramas, 1 student-written production dedicated to the Rose Auditorium, and our first ever virtual theater creations. Roses to our girls basketball team for going undefeated in conference play, qualifying for the state tournament by winning both playoff games and winning their quarterfinal game at the state tournament before the tournament got shut down. Roses to all of you for being state semifinalists. Roses to our boys basketball team for going undefeated in conference play, qualifying for the state tournament by winning both of their playoff games, going into the tournament as the state number 2 seed, only to have the tournament shut down before they even made it to the Child Center. Roses to all of you for being quarterfinalists. Roses to our students who founded and launched the student-run nonprofit Live to Tell, to empower students to have a voice regarding suicide awareness, to ensure students had a seat at the table, to determine suicide prevention policy, and to make sure our struggling youth did not feel alone. Roses to our 18 senior link leaders for tutoring and guiding 600 freshmen all year long. Roses to our seniors in broadcast journalism who earned Best in Show for news writing, first place in the state for podcasting, second in the state for best website, second in the state for best news program, and fourth in the state for best newspaper. Roses to our seniors who discovered as juniors a solution to the toxic algae bloom that plagued our water system over a year ago, earning statewide recognition and $20,000 for our school. Roses to our seniors on the boys swim team who contributed to their Mountain Valley Conference championship. Roses to our DECA graduating class for having 8 state event winners and qualifying 12 seniors for nationals. 2 seniors were international finalists last year as juniors. Roses to our seniors who volunteered in the Marion Polk Food Share every week, collectively repackaging over 100,000 pounds of food for community distribution in a time of great need. Roses to all of our seniors in music and theater who packed up 66 years worth of costumes, instruments, props, equipment in order to prepare for the demolition of your learning spaces. Roses to our senior athletes and partners who contributed to our designation as a national unified champion school, inspiring us all with the simple principle of training together and playing together is a quick path to friendship and understanding. Roses to all of our seniors who participated in all of the programs at CTEC, earning certifications, licenses, and job offers. Roses to all of our seniors who will be the first in their families to attend college. Roses to our AVID senior class made up of 50 students who collectively earned more than $2.8 million in scholarships. Roses to the senior members of our National Honor Society, our Key Club, our leadership class, our culinary classes, our AVID classes, and everyone else who volunteered countless hours for the betterment of our community by providing your energy to such causes as the American Red Cross, the Halloween Trick-or-Treat Party, the Saxon Pop-Up Grocery Store, and the 1,000 Souls Project. Roses to all of our seniors who missed out on their final athletic seasons, their state music competitions, their international DECA competition, and all of the other culminating events that happened in the spring of senior year. And finally, roses to all of you for being the last senior class to perform in the Rose Auditorium, the last senior class to perfect your craft in our original music rooms, and the last senior class to enjoy the clanking and complete unreliability of our 1920s heating system. In my 6th year as principal of South Salem High School, you can see why I cannot be more proud of everything that the class of 2020 has accomplished. It's been my honor to be your principal, to have a front row seat, and to view your development into the young adults that you are. I've actually looked to this graduation as a milestone, possibly because the class of 2020 has always had such a nice ring to it. And as a mathematics major, I know 2020 is not all that special of a number. It's not prime, it's not a Fibonacci number, but it sounds better than 2019 and 2021. And so maybe it's not the numerical properties that make 2020 sound so solid. Maybe it's just the repetitive nature. It's just catchy and kind of fun to say. Or maybe 2020 has a nice ring to it because it's a number that's familiar to us as a term representing our perfect vision. Maybe we've said the term 2020 so many times in reference to our ability to see things clearly or not. No matter what our visual acuity is, no matter how sharp our focus, no matter how near or far-sighted we were, I'm not certain that any of us could have had the foresight to see the year 2020 coming to us from a distance. When this class started their senior year in September, I don't think any of us envisioned this ending to their senior year. In a few minutes, I will be asking you to move those tassels and join the Saxon graduates who have gone before you. But before doing so, on behalf of the entire Saxon community, I want to thank all of you for representing South High with class. While some may remember you as that class, I will not remember you for all of the reasons we might remember the year 2020, but instead for your significant contributions to the positive and inclusive environment at South High. I personally thank you for your accomplishments, such as finding viable solutions to major ecological, mental, and social challenges. Facing numerous challenges himself over 120 years ago, in his last major speech, Frederick Douglass mentioned, "Strange things have happened of late and are still happening." When looking back at the first 7 months of 2020, Frederick Douglass's statement from 1894 could certainly apply to today. He went on to pose a question: what's next? It's easy for us to ask that question with a touch of sarcasm in our voices. I'm pretty sure that many of us have asked ourselves what else could possibly happen this year. I prefer to ask that same question, what's next? In an optimistic, eager, hopeful way when I think of our Saxon graduates of the class of 2020. With your toxic algae bloom work, you've already discovered a solution to protect our physical health. You've crafted a nonprofit to recognize the importance of our mental health. And with your unified champion work, you've figured out how to unite our community. Frankly, you've already succeeded in 3 areas in which our world could greatly benefit from your help. I am eager to watch as you take your South Salem High School experiences and with your 2020 vision and laser-like focus, determine what's next by impacting our city, our state, and our nation with the same success that you have experienced in your 4 years at South Salem High School. Class of 2020, thank you for making us all proud to claim you as Saxons. Thank you, and it is now my honor to introduce to you our 2 commencement speakers from the class of 2020, Allison Hamira and Angelo Arredondo Baca.
Okay guys, this is the last one, so we're gonna make it good. Before this moment, I watched a gazillion videos on how to get over stage fright, but I haven't found a great cure yet. I thought about maybe using the naked audience one, but my dad being in the crowd cured me of that really quickly. I have always been a part of the wall for soccer free kicks, thus the concussions and the cute concussion band I get to wear for soccer. But now I'm standing alone as the wall, and you guys are all the free take kickers. so please be gentle, this podium won't stop much. Congrats, class of 2020. I'm Allison Amira, your ASB president. I was in charge for only one semester, and then boom, a global pandemic. But I'll take ownership of that one. I should have known something was going to happen because I was born less than 24 hours after 9/11. What a way to make an entrance into the world. We came to South Salem High School stuck in a maze like the movie Maze Runner. I know you guys know that one. Freshman year, I came from a class of 8 in 8th grade, not knowing what a bell was. When I got to South, I thought the bell was to see how fast you could run from one class to the next before it rang. Yes, I was the kid that ran through the halls. And if you thought passing time was short, imagine if you didn't have a parking spot. While we were busy running our maze, there were so many events happening in the world. Here are just a few. The US presidential election, the Zika virus, the Orlando nightclub shooting, the 2016 Olympics in Rio, the hashtag #MeToo movement. There was the total solar eclipse, March for Our Lives led by many Saxon students. There were wildfires in California, the royal wedding, Winter Olympics, child immigrants were being separated from their families, and then the 2018 election, which resulted in more females in Congress than ever before. Finally, freshman year ended, and we were able to make it to the next level of Jumanji, sophomore year. We were no longer the rookies, and we were getting to the hang of things, and we were finally finding our friends. This was the year most of us got our licenses, and some of us probably shouldn't have passed, maybe me included. But we were flying sky high, yet another corny movie reference. Next, we were on the Titanic, junior year. Too much homework to comprehend, testing around every corner, then chemistry, no words. We were just short of superior, and we weren't able to reach lifeboats. It was also an endless stream of questions of, what are you doing next year? Do you have any plans? Where are you headed? I personally just wanted to scream, please stop asking, because whenever I said that I wanted to travel in a VW bus and paint murals everywhere, the face of disappointment greeted me each time. As our Titanic was sinking, many more events were happening in the world. Here are just a few. The U.S. women won the World Cup yet again. Fires ravaged Notre Dame. There were wildfires in Australia. And then we topped it off with COVID-19 ending our senior year early, and the worldwide protest against racism and police brutality. Our senior year, Jumanji, the next level. We were at the top of the mountain looking down. Little did we know we were about to fall off a cliff. South has been my home for the past 4 years, with the long hours of planning and setting up activities before and after school and making posters with Miss August. Also forcing my friends to stay and help, saying it'll be extra credit or offering them coffee the next day. And then our senior year was abruptly cut short. We had our last day without knowing. We had the best 3 months of high school disappear from underneath our noses. We had our memories cut short. Let's take a moment to think about the sports teams that didn't get to finish. Right before this all happened, our 2 basketball teams were at the state tournament. I looked forward to watching the ladies and gents play every year, and it was one of the highlights of my year to get to see them play. Do we have any Saxon basketball seniors? If not, can we still give them a huge round of applause for their hard work? Thank you. Next, we have the athletes that didn't get a chance to play their senior night. When I say your sport, please stand. Softball, baseball, track, lacrosse, tennis, and golf. All of these wonderful Saxons didn't get a chance to have a senior night and weren't able to play their last season. Can we please give them a huge round of applause for their hard work the past couple of years? Thank you. You may be seated. The list of things or events missed is longer than sports, including DECA, choir, band, orchestra, drama, speech and debate, and many more. Can you please stand if you missed a special event or events this year? Can we give them a huge round of applause for their hard work in the past years? Thank you. You may be seated. In words of Tony Stark, no amount of money ever bought us a second of time. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but I'd go broke to get the last 3 months back. Now, all we have are the memories we made, the people we met, and the times we shared together. Today, memories are more important than ever. Let's hold on to them. Now that we are headed off to different places, to meet new people, to make new friends, to make an impact in the world, let's remember to be accepting of others, to be kind to everyone, and to be open to people's opinions, and to please, please, please vote. Now, in words of Captain America, I can do this all day, and I have been doing it all day. Thank you.
All right, last one, number 8. All right, we all come from different backgrounds. We all have different stories, but believe it or not, we're all very similar. I'll explain why, but first, cliches are always used, whether it be in fiction or real life. They are usually used as a generic way to spread a message like actions speak louder than words. One popular cliche is live life to the fullest. You never know what tomorrow will bring. Life can bring life-altering moments. That's life for you. Life-altering moments can have different appearances. My life-altering moment came on December 14. My dad had been in the hospital for 3 months, battling lymphoma, a type of cancer. That Saturday, I could not be with him and my family. That night, I FaceTimed a fragile-looking man that was my father. He didn't have much energy, but he told me that he loved me, and I responded with the same. That would be the last time I'd speak with my dad, as the next day he would pass away. For many of you, your life-altering moment came that Friday, March 13th. We've all heard rumors that the COVID pandemic was close to home and that the state might shut down for a couple of weeks. If I'm being honest, almost everybody was happy because that meant an extended spring break for us. I think that feeling would have disappeared if we knew what was to come. It was like being stuck in a movie, frame by frame. The situation kept changing day by day, those 2 weeks turned into a month, and then before we knew it, school ended. It was life-altering in that case because many always dream of the end of the year activities such as prom, as well as being life-altering because of economic reasons among many others. Remember when I said we were all alike? Well, we are all alike because we all have perseverance. We all persevered one way or another, and that's why we are here on this stage with everybody that we love. That's what makes us similar. That's why we are a Saxon family. No matter what life throws at us, we, the class of 2020, have shown that we will do great things. I think we can all agree that having a great support system was a major part of our perseverance. Whether it is mom, dad, grandparents, friends, without them, we couldn't have done it. We would not be able to accomplish what we've done. And I personally wouldn't have been able to overcome a life's tragedy without so many great people. I'd like to thank so many people, the strangers that donated so that my family could get back on our feet, my peers who worked together to support me, as well as the staff who not only supported me academically, but who also always checked in on me. Administrators such as Mrs. Tiffin, who still checks on us to see how we're doing. I will always be grateful for each and every one of you. To my siblings, Emily and Montse, and especially my mom, who is the definition of a hero. Dealing with all this while still supporting her children, she has never given up, and that's why she is my hero. I leave you with two final things. First, a quote by the great Fred Rogers. We all have different gifts, so we all have different ways of saying to the world who we are. Remember that. Success will come in different ways for many of you. However, I guarantee that all of you will make a difference in your community and in our world. This class is truly special. Finally, I leave you with one last thank you. A thank you to everybody we have lost throughout this journey. They might be gone, but they will always be in our hearts. Thank you, and may success follow you all.
Thank you, Angelo, and thank you, Allison, for representing your class tonight. And now for what you've been waiting for, and you have definitely been waiting for 2 months, as well as all day, while 7 ceremonies have occurred before yours. Tonight, our seniors' names will be read by 6 faculty members who were selected by the senior class. Kathy August, Shane Britton, Matt Doyle, Tyson Gilmore, Aaron Howard, and Ryan Marshall. Let's give it up to them for giving up their day as well as last night at rehearsal. Cabinet member and Director of Elementary Education, Olga Cobb, I present to you for receipt of their graduation diplomas, the class of 2020.
Javier Solorio. Violet Greaves. Jenny V. Dumanovsky. Emily Kitchka McCoy. Colton Clark Scott. Ariel Ashley Diamond Region. Samantha Sue Jones.
Kaylee Bree White. Eileen Dalia Covarrubias Quintero. Gabriel Leviathan Briscoe. Megan Ann Fry. Alexis Isabella Roop Ramsey Adair Evans. Hunter Patrick Winger. Bryn Jeanette Dempster. Aubriana Rose Olson. Zachary James Normandin.
Andre Anthony Arechka. Zachary Ryan Ovens. Julian Frog Ortiz. Caden Scott Herring. Elizabeth Jane LaPrey. Kylie Bryn Buckmaster. Kaylee Michelle Peace. Maricela Saragosa. Patrick Thomas Stupfel.
Josh Norman Nunez. Taylor Matthew Smith. Riley Sedona Kirkpatrick. Madison Darby Persons. Emmeline Adley Jenkins. Isaac William Cotler. Jackson Alois Scott. Julius John Scott. Mireya Amalia Garcia Rodriguez.
Tiani Calais Aguiar. Julian Ernest Morales. Anthony Michael Gonzalez. Jared Gutierrez Romero. Paul Mejia. Carlos Ruiz. Servando Luis Hernandez. Brisa Oropeza Garcia. And the last graduate of the class of 2020, Carlos Manuel Cortez.
Seniors, will you please stand? As the principal of South Salem High School, I am proud to announce that the seniors before you in this 8th of 8 ceremonies today have met the requirements of the Salem-Keizer School District and the state of Oregon to receive a high school diploma. Seniors, you may now move your tassel from the right side to the left side. Saxon community, are you ready for this? I am proud to present to you South Salem High School's 66th graduated class, the class of 2020. Congratulations.
Support for Capital Community Media's Salem-Keizer Schools high school graduations is provided by Les Schwab Tire Centers, where doing the right thing matters. Experience the Les Schwab difference at your neighborhood Les Schwab Tire Center, or visit us on the web at leschwab.com. And by Salem Health Hospitals and Clinics. Also sponsored by Salem Auto Body and Paint Works, experts at getting you back on the road and repairing RVs, boats, semis, and power equipment. Phone 503-378-7595 or online at salemautobody.net. Thank you.